We now have access to Carrick's logs, but I'm not going to access them just yet. First, let's speak to the Scythians. I think it's time anyway.
Computer. Take me to the habitat ring, section 6.
Turbolifts to the habitat ring are not currently functional. Access by main corridors only.
Take me to the docking ring, section 7.
Turbolifts to the docking ring are not currently functional. Access by main corridors only.
Promenade, level 7, section 5.
I guess we're going the long way round. Okay, that was slightly strange. So here we are, at Carrick's quarters. There's only one real route from here, which is the red door, which we have already seen. And just like Ops, it's a little bit tricky to navigate at times. There's nothing much in here, as you can see. And there's only one actual way through this, even though there's 2 or 3 doors in here. And we are very restricted of actually where we can go in the station, which is kind of helpful in some ways. Oh. The navigation is slightly confusing at times.
Ensign?
Yarrow, sir. Desma Yarrow, sir.
Desma Yarrow. This airlock leads to the Scythian ship.
Yes, sir.
You heard about Ambassador Carrick's death?
Murder, you mean? Yes, sir.
What were the Scythians doing when Carrick was killed? Did any of them leave the ship?
Not that I know of, not through this airlock. One tried to, though, twice. I talked with him a little.
The Scythian who you talked to, what did you talk to him about?
Well, I can't exactly say.
Go on, please.
I'm not sure we really communicated.
You said what exactly to the Scythian?
Don't think it matters, sir. I don't think he understood me. I sure didn't understand him. I think his name is Rune.
Why do you think his name is Rune?
Or her name. Rune, I mean, he could be a she.
What exactly did the Scythian say?
Well, not much, never more than a word at a time.
Why are you being so elusive, Ensign?
Well, to tell the truth, sir, I wasn't supposed to be talking to the Scythians at all. Carrick's orders.
I'm in charge here now, Ensign.
Yes, sir.
Can you be a little more clear about what the problem is with the Scythians?
To be honest, I'm not really sure.
Was the Universal Translator having some difficulties?
No, the Scythian didn't give it much to translate, just a few words.
What words exactly did the Scythian say?
Well, ally was one, and danger, he didn't say a lot.
Ally? Tell me more about that.
That was the first thing he said. He said it like it summed everything up, like that one word was supposed to say everything.
Danger? Danger to who?
He didn't say.
What is it that makes you think he or she is named Rune?
I asked him, or her name, and she said Rune.
Go on, please.
He would only say one word, right? But he might say it again and again.
Never mind, Ensign. Let's just let it rest for the moment.
Yes, sir.
Has anyone else been here? Anyone tried to talk to the Scythians?
No, just Captain Sisko and Lieutenant Dax. Quark has come around, but I tell him what Mr. Odo said.
And that was...
Arrest him on sight, Ensign. We'll figure out why later.
Are the Scythians here? I want to talk to them.
Let's see if the Scythians have unlocked their side.
Hello. From what we know of these people, their communication is very, very limited. I don't know if limited is the word, so I guess we need to keep things quite short and simple.
My name is Bannock. I'm with the Tyrian delegation of the United Federation of Planets. Welcome to Deep Space Nine. I regret to inform you that Ambassador Carrig is dead.
Carrig. Dead.
I said we keep things short and simple.
I am Ambassador now. Ambassador Bannock.
Carrig. Dead.
My name is Bannock. Captain Sisko requests information about the drones. He is very concerned about them.
Destroy. Danger.
Are you telling me to destroy the drones? We already have.
Destroy.
Danger? What do you mean by that? Why have you come here to Deep Space Nine?
Citadel.
Citadel? What's that?
Citadel. Danger.
Citadel? Where is it?
Show. Citadel. Show. Danger. Silence.
Oh dear. We have got some information out of them, but I don't know how helpful it'll be right now.
Show. Rune.
Oh.
Go on. Tell me more.
Show Citadel.
Congratulations, Ambassador. You've survived your first negotiation with the Scythians, and vented remarkably little plasma, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm not too sure how Carrick's conversations went, but we did get some information from them.
Thanks, Ensign. They are a challenge.
Yes, sir.
Dax to Yarrow. Ensign, is Bannock with you?
Yes, Lieutenant.
Tell him I could use his help up here in Ops. I finished analyzing Carrick's logs, but some anomalies persist.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Has the Ambassador opened up communications with the Scythians?
Yes, ma'am. And closed them, too.
I see. What happened?
I'll tell you all about it when I get to Ops, Lieutenant.
Good. Dax out.
I guess you'll be on your way to Ops, sir.
I'd like to hear what you think about the Scythians, Ensign. How would you try to communicate with them?
Well, I don't exactly know, I'm sure, Ambassador. They don't seem to like to talk much. But my father told me if you want to make friends, make sure the other guy does more talking than you do.
But that would mean...
You wouldn't say anything at all. Yes, sir.
You seem skilled at putting people at their ease, Ensign. What made you decide to strap on a phaser?
Well, sir, they tell us the sign of a good security officer is she never lets a situation deteriorate to where a phaser is necessary. By the way, I notice you've strapped one on too.
I hope my situation doesn't deteriorate, Ensign, but just in case.
Yes, diplomacy by other means. But now you better think about getting back up to ops.
Any ideas about Carrick's death, Yarrow? Who might have killed him and why?
No, sir. A seemingly meaningless crime. But I'm sure whoever did it had their reasons. They always do.
Thank you, Ensign. Goodbye.
Goodbye, sir.
Ensign Yarrow.
I guess you'll be on your way to ops, sir.
Yes, Ensign. Thank you. Goodbye.
I guess we will be on our way to ops. I believe no matter how you speak to the Scythians, it pretty much ends the same way. But we now have access to Carrick's logs entirely. Well, mostly entirely. Let's go back to ops. I mislabeled this area as the canteen before. These are actually officially named the Replomats, and they kind of serve as a sort of canteen, as you regularly see civilians and crew eating in this area. And there's replicators here, which serves numerous amounts of foods from numerous amounts of planets, but no one is actually sure how they operate as such, as there is no real currency in Starfleet, but there is local currencies. Anyway, enough of this slight diversion, let's get back to ops. Okay, I believe we have some ghosts here.
Bannock, glad to see you. We have a problem.
You mean besides the storm, the evacuation, the attack, the murder, and the drones?
Yes, besides those petty concerns. I've recovered the pad data. About 40% should be readable, but it turns out all the relevant data is scrambled.
Scrambled? You mean encoded?
Exactly. Carrick evidently used encryption on his log entries. To read them, we'll have to break his code.
It must be a difficult code to break.
In the time we've got, I think it's unsolvable. Compared to this, the Altonian brain teaser is a simple coloring job.
The Altonian brain teaser? I've never tried that one.
I've been playing with it for over 400 years. Gotten pretty far along. I have the kaleidotemporal texturing down pat, but never mind that. About Carrick's cipher. The problem is, to even begin, you need to select the right color. For each row, out of at least 10,000 hues.
Actually, that's not a problem.
What? You know which colors he uses. I mean used.
I'm not supposed to, but on Chimera's 10, after Carrick...
Don't tell me anything I'll have to arrest you for, Bannock. But if you somehow know the colors, you can access some of the data. There's another cipher somewhere in there, a syntactic code sequence.
Syntactic code sequence? What is that exactly?
You unlock the log entries by punching in the proper sequence on the cipher screen. It's like assembling words into a sentence. Carrick was a connoisseur of languages, wasn't he?
Yeah, he spoke about 50 languages and understood 200.
I think he makes use of that. There's a translation matrix in the cipher block. Want to take a look? Right there to your left. Just input the code colors in the correct order.
And if I do...
If the panel lights, you've got it.
Thanks, Jedzia. May I call you Jedzia?
If you like. Get busy now. Good luck, Bannock.
Let's get busy.
Transmission from Ambassador Carrick, Tyrian Diplomatic Corps, United Federation of Planets, to Captain Benjamin Sisko, Starbase, Deep Space 9, Stardate 48975.1, copy sent, Starfleet Command. Report on first contact, new race. Present designation, Scythians.
Continue.
Humanoid, highly developed technology, self-sustaining space stations orbiting the fourth planet in the Scythian system.
Continue.
At first, the species appeared somewhat xenophobic. However, further contact proved this to be a misconception.
Continue.
As you can see, the metallic structure of the space station has a high concentration of latinum and other valuable metallic properties. This, combined with the strategic location, would make an alliance with the Scythians extremely desirable.
Continue.
Despite serious linguistic difficulties, which I will elaborate on later, I was able to communicate the existence of the wormhole, the location of DS9, as well as an invitation to open informal talks with the Federation to this Scythian,
Continue.
who I have concluded is, if not the Scythian leader, then the one among them who stands above others. Though this may seem a fine point of difference to you, Captain, it is in fact a crucial distinction. In addition, I have in my possession certain items which the Federation will find of great interest and potential value. I cannot elaborate on these on an open channel. However, measures will have to be taken to assure their safety.
Continue.
My business in the Gamma Quadrant will not be concluded for a week. Should the Scythians arrive before me, please extend them all courtesy, as I know you will. However, due to the linguistic difficulties previously mentioned, please also avoid all attempts at communication unless absolutely necessary.
Continue.
Carry out end transmission.
Are we done?
Take a closer look at the cipher panel, Ambassador, please.
I guess this is the cipher panel.
Okay. Hope they haven't changed. Ha! Ha ha!
Canteen. Plan. Nikto. Kochme. Armo.
As you can probably guess, each of these represents a different word.
Armo.
I know that word. It's Tyrian for peace.
Plan. Kochme. Nikto. Canteen. Plan.
Computer. Translate.
Specify desired word.
Translate.
Specify desired word.
I thought we had.
Translate.
Canteen.
Kadin. Tarkin word, meaning many.
Translate.
Nikto.
Nikto. Baradan word, meaning arguing.
Translate.
Kochme.
Gachme. Klingon word, meaning voices.
Translate.
Plan.
Plum. Subitic word, meaning is.
Translate.
Armo.
Armo. Tyrian word, meaning peace.
Okay, so we have to put these in a sentence. And instead of messing around, I'm going to go straight to the solution. So let's find out what this actual sentence means.
Translate.
Peace.
Completed.
Translate.
Is.
Completed.
Translate.
Many.
Completed.
Oh, we didn't have to do that.
Peace. Is. Many. Voices. Arguing. Peace. Is. Many. Voices. Arguing.
There we go.
You have obtained access to the records of Carib, first ambassador of the Tyrian Delegated Federation of Planets. Unauthorized. Immediately. Point 3. Have completed the journey through the stable wormhole. am en route to the rendezvous with the sent a draft of the First Federation to the and am awaiting a reply.
Content irretrievable.
First contact has been facing some difficulty with the universal translate malfunction or linguistic incompatibility. Fortunately, my own linguistic skills to open a rudimentary dialogue. At first glance, the technology of traces of latinum in most metallic base. Overcome my frustration. The desire to communicate is so great. I am so reticent. So not interested in pursuing contact. Realized being enough interaction for the create a sufficient linguistic base. Have I stumbled upon a first contact only to be cultural xenophobia? Days here grow short. Do it in the next 4 days. How can I hope to firm base forced to leave before cementing criteria for first when it contacted by a group here in the gamma loose affiliation of species, hints and insinuations valuable merchandise? I would like to dismiss friends group, however. Reputation for those to miss an opportunity to meet.
Content irretrievable.
Left the Scythians unsure of the status of our relationship. I will have time to study the linguistic accumulated during my visit. A thought has come to me to apply Don Nga's regressive to the linguistic base. Somehow a stronger communication must be further our relationship with the Scythians. Difficulty in finding these aliens. The great mystery surrounding this so-called valuable item. I find it all rather adolescent. The Federation Ambassador Delivery Service. I believe it should be made clear. The Ambassadorial Corps provides a unique service. From me, or from the Federation. I resent the position of object whose worth is dubious to begin with. I meet in 1 hour with the take possession of the devices. I hope their function and value will make this side trip worth. Eureka! I believe I have the root cause of the Scythians' reticence. It is not fear of contact at all. Clarity of communication. Dear to them, they value individual. Context is our overly verbose. Overwhelm them. Economy. Minimal combinations. I now look forward to contact where I will be into use. Force data has been relocated to the person